Hey guys, what's going on? Jeremy Lafrentz of Backstage Entertainment. We're up here sitting at the Slowdown in Omaha, Nebraska with none other than Ghostwolf. Guys, what's going on?
Not too much. We just got into town yesterday. We played a show in LA the day before, and we're going to do one more show in New York, and things are going good, man. We just this is sort of a something that we've done somewhat on the whim, but the show in LA was great, and we expect to be even greater. Yeah.
And how about we introduce everybody here? I mean, the guy holding the mic here, you guys have probably seen him before, huh? SA, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, SA. I'm in a band called 311, and been doing that for several years, and decided to do something a little different than that with this project. Evan Anderson, my nephew, we started collaborating on some of this material. It's been several years now, and Ryan Siegel over here, guitarist, multi-instrumentalist, played drums on several of the tracks on the album, and Evan and Ryan handled a lot of the production duties on the record. So it's something that just kind of came about. We just put it together, had no real expectations for it, but there's been a great reception for it.
Talk about what you have in mind here. I mean, how the band really got together. You're kind of touching on a little bit.
Yeah. Well, actually, I met Ryan on tour with 311. He was doing some band assisting for a band called Alien Ant Farm, and that's how I sort of initially met Ryan. And then I don't know. Why don't you tell him how you met Evan?
Yeah, I mean, kind of a long story short, I guess, through several old bands of mine. One of them actually ended up touring with 311 back in 2007, and through that, actually, the real connection with Evan came about from over at the Hive 311 studio. Gift Trip, the head engineer over there, kind of recommended me to just kind of play on some of the demos that they had been doing back in 2006, and just from recording at the Hive with one of my old bands, he got me just kind of getting involved, and kind of really did me a nice little favor by recommending me, and then through that got linked up with Evan, and then Evan and I started writing songs on our own, and just kind of started working on our own music, but mostly focusing on finishing what ended up becoming Lunar Halos for Ghostwolf. So.
Okay. A couple of days ago, you guys played your first show, was it?
Yeah.
Because like right now, you guys are playing 3 shows. Yeah. Tonight, Omaha. A couple days ago, LA, and in a week, New York.
Right.
A few shows start out. What's kind of coming next as you guys progress?
I mean, we'll just take them as they come. Nothing really planned, and envision aside from doing what we're able to. I have obviously I have another schedule, other commitments with 311, so try to work around that as much as possible. But we do have a lot of downtime through the year, so I don't see why this isn't going to continue in a similar fashion. Yeah.
Is it pretty hard juggling? I mean, 311 with yourself, and then now starting Ghostwolf?
It's not hard. You just have to pick and choose, the times that you're able to work on stuff. I also have a family, so, there's that to consider as well. But we just got off the 311 tour, and I thought if we can just schedule these shows sort of around the end of that while I'm somewhat still in tour mode, that it would work, so... And so far it has. So yeah, it's easy. It's not, this really isn't work. It's a joy, to do this. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to doing more of it.
Yeah. I mean, and talk about too. You guys actually have an album out now too.
Right.
Lunar Halos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what would you say you're most proud of off of the album that you guys released now?
I mean, it's the whole thing collectively is great. It's something that I really didn't see it coming together the way it came together. Initially when Evan got the tracks to me, I didn't really know what to expect. But when I heard the music, I instantly had ideas for it, which is that's key in, I think, making a great record. I mean, if it's effortless, so. And for me, it was. There wasn't a lot of work, that went into it, because the inspiration was just instantaneous. So I'm proud of the whole thing, man. There's really no one thing that stands out. We've got some other tracks too that we're working on. We'll play some new stuff tonight. So yeah, it's really cool.
Okay. What about the other guys? What are you guys most proud about the album?
Just the way it turned out, really. It was a complete learning experience for me, starting out with engineering, and from there, even just the simple fact of songwriting. So we had this idea of doing it, and at the same time, it was also kind of for myself anyways, it was how do we even do it?
All right, Ryan, what do you think you're most proud of with that then?
I gotta say, I mean, the last track on the record, called Duet, came out, I think, production-wise, the best, just not necessarily best in comparison to the rest of the tracks, but more just as a very mature, heavily layered song. Definitely different from the rest of the songs on the record, but really rounds it out. And and overall, even just for me on a personal level, just making this record. Not only we had been working on it for so long in every stage of it, but I had been a really big fan of 311 since I was 11 or 12 years old, and to be working with with SA and then through him meeting Evan, it was just the record kind of really represents a major turning point in my life, musically and personally. So I'm on many levels I'm very proud of it.
Okay, great. Well, guys, next thing we're going to do is we do this BSE box, which we just we unveiled it about a year ago at the Vans Warped Tour that came around here. Had some good success with it, I think, and we've actually unveiled the new look. We got a new box because our other one was kind of tearing apart and everything just last Sunday. So you guys are one of the brand new interviews to check this out. So let's see what you guys think. Which, Essa, you want to hold that for me? All right.
Drum roll, please.
Exactly. All right.
Whoa.
Check it out. So we have our BSE box. Fans have submitted questions to Backstage Entertainment. You can kind of see we have a skull here, kind of going off of our logo
with the
here.
hawk, yeah.
Yep, exactly. Backstage Entertainment, as well as you guys now on Facebook, doing the Twitter and YouTube. There's so many different social medias out there now. So yeah, let's do this. Dip into the box. Like I said, fans have submitted questions, so let's see what you guys get.
Have you ever been starstruck by anyone you've met? Have I ever been starstruck?
It's a good question for you because you've been all over, and I mean,
yeah.
311 success.
I'm trying to.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
How about that James Brown thing, right?
Yeah. James Brown. You're right. Yeah, that would definitely be probably the one. Good memory, man. The one to escape me. Yeah, we were in Japan, and James Brown was on the bill. I had known about it, obviously, and I brought some records, and he signed them and all that, and super cool, man. Just, another whole other era of music and showmanship, and it was just, a real cool honor to be around and soak in, man, he's no longer with us, so yeah, right. that'd be one. Yep. I think it's your turn.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Let's see if we get a crazy one. We have some of those.
What's another talent you have unrelated to music? Well, the thing I always say is if I didn't have music, I'd probably be dead. Because honestly, I don't really have a lot of other things going on. I'm not, athletically inclined or terribly great in school, or I'm terrible at math. So, God, I don't know.
You make a good avocado eggs.
I'm getting better at making avocado and cheddar omelets.
Okay.
That's where I draw the line. It kind of all went to music, so that's all I got.
All right. Let's see what we can do
find something good. Let's see. What do you do right after you leave the stage? Well, aside from pack things up, I'm fairly low-key. I would say what I like to do right after leaving the stage is figure out the fastest route to a quiet room.
Really?
Where I can relax for a bit. Yeah.
You guys are probably pretty sweaty after you get off stage and everything. I mean,
yeah.
You probably have to get somewhere to towel off or whatever. So.
Yeah, I'll admit I don't have I have really bad stage anxiety. So the moment I can get off stage is always, it's an added bonus. I love completing a show and having it good and having people like it, but also when I can wave goodbye and turn the amp off and duck out somewhere, I'm all about it.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, does anybody else want to double dip, or you guys are good right now? We have some crazy ones.
I'll do one more.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like I gave a crappy answer, so
yeah.
I really had nothing on that. All right, what do we got here? What band? Oh, this is perfect, actually. What band motivated you to start playing music? Okay. Well, 311. Honestly, no, and that's probably one of the reasons why this is a very special thing for me, because besides like the classics like the Beatles and the Police and a lot of stuff that I found from my parents, you know, when I was really young, I would say that it was 1995 or 6 that I found 311, and you know, that was just something about it. Just kind of made me want to learn every instrument, and probably because everybody in the band is actually really great at their instruments, and for a band, especially now, I mean, it's kind of hard pressed to find where everyone in the band matters, and that was to me the most special thing about it. So, yeah, it was an easy one.
Okay, well, and then lastly, just talk about. Do any kind of fan message you want to do, just something to leave the fans with? I mean, what's upcoming for you guys? Anything you want to leave the fans with?
Thanks for getting involved and supporting this new project, and you know, we'll definitely be trying to get this out as much as possible on the road in any way, shape, or form. And you know, for those of you who have bought the record, thank you. Really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. So, I say, what do you think?
Yeah, ditto, man. I definitely concur. Yeah, there's new tunes. You know, we've got some ideas and other songs in the can, and yeah, there'll be some more stuff, you know, down the line, you know, real soon. So, yeah, thanks so much for all the support. I mean, we're blown away by, you know, the reception, you know, that we've gotten so far. So, thank you.
All right, guys. Once again, Ghostwolf. Definitely check them out. Like their Facebook page. And check out them just anywhere. Google Ghostwolf, you probably find stuff on you. Also do 311 if you haven't yet. You're probably living under a rock if they haven't yet. But yeah, so anyway, guys, again, Ghostwolf. Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.